Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, October 17th, and fall is definitely on its way. We've got a bunch of things going on in Scituate. I'll run through my list of events that are going on, and then I'll pass it over to Jim and Bill to update you on the town and school. First thing I want to announce is we do have a select board meeting tomorrow night at 6:30 in Town Hall. And two of the big topics we'll be talking about is Hadley sidewalk proposal, and then also review of the capital plan requests. Other stuff going on this week, or actually over the weekend as well. And coming up, we've got Beach Commission is doing seagrass planting, and they are asking for people to assist them with that. You can go onto the North River and South River website to sign up for that, and that is on November 5th from 9 to 12. On top of that, we've got a great event going on in North Scituate this Sunday, the Fall for Scituate, and that is this Sunday from 12 to 4 o'clock. Bunch of events planned, great time for kids and families, so hope you make it out there. Early voting starts this Saturday at Town Hall, so you can begin that process there. And lastly, there's an accessibility awareness event that's going on at the high school this Saturday from 10 to 1. And that is sponsored by the Committee on Disability. So those are the stuff that I have going on. I'll pass it over to Bill. You want to update us on the school events?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Vignani. And good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I'd like to start off with notifying folks that tonight will be our second school building committee meeting for the new Hadley building project. It'll be at 5:30 p.m. in the Harbor Conference Room, which is inside the high school library. The agenda will be public comment, approval of past minutes, discussion of our designer selection and feasibility study, and any new business. So all are welcome to attend that meeting as well. Next, I'd like to give Seth P., our weekly host here, and Brianna T. from Scituate Community TV, a shout out for inviting me to join them on this week's episode 76 of Scituate Weekly. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation, and if you want to learn more about that, please check that out. We did a lot of talk about all things school, including the new building project. So hope you're able to see that. And again, thank you, Seth and Brianna and Sam, for having me as a guest. Some stellar shout outs this week from the school district. I'd like to congratulate our very own Megan Gregory, who was selected to serve on the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education Reading Specialist Committee for MTEL. The purpose of this group is to provide DESE with independent judgments that will assist in setting the passing standards for the reading specialist test. So shout out to Megan, very important business to be taken care of there. A shout out to our Gates band. The members of the 7th and 8th grade band attended a concert performed by the United States Marine Band on Saturday evening. It was at Rhode Island College. I want to thank Mr. Lessard and Scituate Friends of Music, and of course the parent chaperones for coordinating this experience for our student musicians. Great opportunity for everybody involved. I also want to give a shout out to student Alice George, a sophomore at Scituate High School, who interviewed me for an idea she had for a class, a journalism class on communication board that's being installed at Hadley Elementary School. I was very impressed with Alice coming in her a volleyball uniform, doing her schoolwork, and then going off to play in a game. So very impressed with that, and thank you, Alice, for that opportunity. And shout out to all those parents, community members, caregivers, teachers, principal board for inviting me to walk the school day last week. I know several of the elementaries have those, and I just thought it was really exciting to be part of that and see all the energy and all the families and staff getting together in pets. And it was great to meet a bunch of new people. So thanks again for that invitation. That's all I have for today, and wish everyone a great week.
Thanks, Bill. I'll turn it over to Town Administrator Jim Boudreau.
Good morning, happy fall. I know it's fall in my house because the kids are all complaining that I need to turn the heat on, but it's not time yet. So I'm sure everybody else is having that fight at home, but turn the heat, turn off. We're gonna start with our water update as always. The reservoir is at 40.5, minus 40.5. Last week we were at minus 48. Tack Factory Pond is at +3. Last week we were at +1. So we are spilling over from Tack Factory to the reservoir. So those numbers are moving in the right direction. Average daily demand was 1.09 million gallons per day, up very slightly from last week's 1.093 million gallons per day. So we seem to be setting into our winter usage at this point. We are not a level 1 mild drought. The manganese at the plant has eased somewhat. We have done our distribution samples for September and August, and we are below the 0.3 milligrams per liter, well below the 0.3 milligrams per liter action level by the state. If you have brown water, we ask you please contact the water department so we can check it out. And at this point, we're asking if you need water because you're a brown water, we have some at the treatment plant, but this is not just free water that we're giving out. It is for people with brown water. So we're going to try to limit it to those people who are having problems with their water at home. Rainfall of the last 7 days was 1.6 inches. Selco will be continuing to work on Foxwell Lane this week. We're still working on Glades Road, and hopefully they'll get some good tides this week to repair those 4 stairs. So as long as that is underway, Glades Road will be made a one-way from Gannett to Bailey's Causeway. So please keep that in mind when you're driving down there. As people know, the Lantern Room was successfully taken off the lighthouse 2 weeks ago. Now that it's on the ground, our designer will take a look at it and make a determination whether that can be repaired or replaced. We will let people know once that decision is made. If a determination is made that we need to replace it with a brand new Lantern Room, then we can start having a discussion as to what is going to happen with the old Lantern Room. But those are not at that point yet. As soon as they are, we will let people know. Board of Health is having their flu clinic this week for residents and employees of the town, Thursday, October 20th from 3 to 6:30 p.m. in the Scituate Harbor Community Building. For details on how to register, you can go to the town's website. We want to make sure all the veterans out there are aware of what the Veterans Day events are for November 11th. The American Legion will have a flag ceremony at 11 a.m. at Scituate Senior Center. That will be followed by lunch at the Senior Center at noontime. Registration is required for the lunch, so please call 617-842-0092 to reserve your spot. Followed by that, the Scituate Food Pantry will be hosting their salute to service on the Scituate Senior Center patio from 1 to 2:30 p.m. That's a great time with bands, gifts, and music. They'll have gifts for the veterans. So please, if you're a veteran, please take advantage of those events. It's always a great day. We hope to see you there. And then from November 10th to the 13th, there will be a Sea of Support, which is a field of flags to honor all known living Scituate veterans. That will be on display at Scituate Community Christmas, which is at 125 Manlot Road. And finally, we keep saying it. I know if you drive on the highways, you see the signs for the state. We are looking for plow drivers. So if you're interested, please contact the DPW. Our rates are competitive with anybody around. It's a great place to work, a great place to drive for. So if you're looking for some winter work and want to plow, please contact the DPW. And that's what I have for today.
Great. Thanks, Jim, and thanks, Bill. I'm going to just repeat what I said earlier really quickly. This Saturday, early voting. This Saturday, accessibility awareness event at the high school. And this Sunday, Fall for Scituate in North Scituate. Everyone have a great week, and we'll see you next Monday.